Okay, welcome to Drive Time. See, after a one-day vacation, I'm back. Those of you who enjoyed having Jenna all to yourself yesterday, sorry. I'm back in the frame here. It looks a lot better when it's just her.
We missed you, okay?
I missed you too. You know, I always thought that the only people who got paid to be right 50% of the time were meteorologists. Turns out, same thing for ACC football officials.
Oh gosh, and the ACC has announced that after that Duke-Miami game, all of the officials that were part of that game have been suspended. I've got their names right here for you too.
How about some addresses and phone numbers too?
Yeah,
that'd be great.
You know what though? Then we
the Duke fans would love that.
Yeah, we might have to put those people in witness protection. But Jerry Magalanis, hope I said that right. Terrence Ramsey, Mike Owens, Jim Slayton, Robert Luklin, Bill Dolbow, Michael McCarthy, Tracy Lynch, and George Burton. You're telling me all those people
they all got it
that
wrong.
Final
they
play
all got
wrong?
it wrong. They all got it wrong. Now, they've been suspended for 2 games, right?
2 games.
It's probably not long enough. Maybe they should never work again. What a disaster. But I got to tell you, for all the people who are calling on John Swofford to reverse the result of the game, you can't do that.
Well, and
that's a Pandora's box you don't want to open.
Well, then you're going to go back and look at every play in a game, not just the final one, and say, well, you know what, that should have been a touchdown there. And those plays, they all dictate the outcome of the next play there. And, you know, specifically speaking, the ACC said that 3 instances of that final play there with the 8 laterals, including when you had the player that ran out onto the field before the other player even crossed the goal line there, that was unbelievable. He had no helmet on. Then the illegal block of the back, and also, too, a player should have been ruled down when he came down to his knees to throw one of those laterals. But people are getting a little bit out of hand, and they want to see more of these plays being looked at, not just this final play, and you just can't do it.
The games will take forever. I mean, they got this egregiously wrong, and it's all on the officials, and we all saw it, and it's so easy to blow up social media. But once you start changing the outcomes of the game, you put way too much power into the hands of the commissioners, not to mention what the guys in Vegas might be saying about all that.
Well, and you also put too much power into the hands of people or even teams that they cry foul loud enough. Of course, the squeaky wheel gets all the grease. You know, then all of a sudden teams are going to have the ability to manipulate the outcomes of games, and you just can't do it. But bottom line, it should not have taken the officiating crew 9 minutes to rule that this whole last play, and I'm not trying to take anything away from what had been a very difficult week for Miami. Very difficult week for Miami. It was a triumphant moment for them under an interim coach. Artie Burns had a rough week, but that final play there, even as spectacular and improbable as it was, there were just too many mistakes there, and this crew should not have gotten it wrong.
And they should never work again. But look at the bright side. Miami football players finally stole something, and nobody's going to jail.
Oh, gosh.